You guys were on the Misty Flower, making your way from Novazon down to the Jahaka anchorage. Along the way, a bad storm had set in, and the expert seamanship of Captain Silvers had gotten you through it just fine. But in the morning, he'd called you all up onto deck, and there had been a development. A new Kitcher's Tooth had formed, and it appeared to have a cave in it. You guys went ashore, investigated the cave, and discovered that the cave was magically linked to some type of dungeon, which you did some basic investigations of, extracted some loot, and then ran back to the ship.
I mean, we didn't run back.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't run. We confidently walked, menacing the
Expert seamanship.
kobolds.
But yeah, you made it back to the ship without any complications. And it turns out that despite the fact that, from your perspective, you had spent, at least like 12 hours tromping through the dungeon, no time had passed for the ship. But you guys got all aboard, and the captain set the ship forward to Jahaka Anchorage, which he does tell you is about 2 days distant. The sun is shining. There's a nice breeze coming in off the water, which helps, because otherwise it is fucking hot. So, is there anything you guys would like to do on the boat for 2 days?
Let's teach 7 more common.
Are we still level 7?
But you guys were level 6.
Are we?
Handy if somebody else could speak up to confirm or deny that.
Sorry, I reorganized a lot of my folders. I was having trouble finding my character sheet. We are level 7, 28714 is our XP.
All right. I am no longer like 3,000 experience behind. Is the boat stable enough to scribe scrolls?
Yeah.
All right. I will scribe more scrolls then.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's 2 days to get to the next town. And yeah, your common lessons with 7, progress. You do notice that every time he spends the day with the captain instead of you, he does actually pick up some more common, but it's all vulgarities.
That's the best way to learn.
I love it, yes.
He has learned at
wouldn't have
least
it any other
43 different ways to insult your mother.
And more than half of them use several variations of the word fuck together.
Common, truly the language of poets.
But otherwise, the 2 days pass uneventfully. As the misty flowers kind of slides into the semi-hidden anchorage, you can see the rather busted-up looking place. Off on the shore, you can see the overturned sailing ship that has been converted into the tavern. And yeah, the captain kind of sidles on up into the dock. A plank is thrown to act as a gangway, and he kind of just ushers you guys all off the ship, and just asks you if you'd like him to return at some point, and when that would be.
We can message him, right? We have this message ability, right?
I have sending, yes.
Yeah, we'll just call him when we need him.
Yeah, what's the travel time to come here from where we just went? Like, how long did it take us, not including the day trip?
9 days, give or take.
Okay. So yeah, we can. I mean, if we end up getting to the village or the Jaka Bay sooner than he does, we could just hang out. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I'll just Lindar. I'll tell him. I'll just send him a message.
You be doing nothing.
Since we don't know how long this will take or if we're going to come back. So save the planning.
Well, best of luck to you. As he just very quickly pulls up the gangplank and like just begins immediately setting sail out of here. So you guys are standing on the docks.
Gilbert,
Yeah. Yes.
it's your quest.
Can we go somewhere? We just got like four thumbs here.
I mean, it's my quest.
The whole adamantine. That's why we're back here. We can talk to them guys, and then we got to go.
Oh my
find
god!
this
Yeah, we
city.
haven't talked to those guys yet. Yes,
No, we teleported.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go speak to the dwarves.
Okay. So yeah, you walk over to the bar, which you can tell is called Bosco's Bilge. The ex-pirate Bosco Daggerhand standing behind the bar, cleaning a glass.
Wait, Bosco dagger hands?
Dagger Hand.
Oh, does he have a dagger for a hand?
No, he doesn't.
Better not to ask.
Yeah, you do notice as he's cleaning that glass, the rag is so dirty that the glass is actually getting dirtier for his efforts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know what I'm not drinking.
Anything.
And as you're walking in there, you hear, off to your left, thump, 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 thump. And you can see this dwarf, this rather haggard, rather, not haggard, but a dwarf who has seen better days, stomping towards you. And he's like points a finger like right at you, like right in your thigh, because he only comes up that high. You.
The mine is liberated. Or did Underdark cut out? Because I just heard
Nope.
you.
Yeah, no, see, he goes, you! And you're responding that the mine is liberated?
Mm-hmm.
You wonderful bastard. Come have a drink with us.
There shall be much ale consumed.
There is. Like, you walk over, do any of you speak Dwarvish?
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, you hear some
I think I
lads
do.
in Dwarvish. Lads,
I do.
they liberated the mine. We can begin work again. And immediately, each dwarf pulls out from under the table. You didn't see it beforehand. You have no idea where they were hiding these things. But full on, like, 50-gallon barrels of ale. And they just, like, set them up and start pulling draughts out into mugs. They proffer mugs towards you guys.
Spontaneous creation of beer. I know somebody.
They're
that loves
dwarves.
that
It
ability.
happens.
Such is the power of the dwarf.
Nah, they got deals with the Fae. Them magic hats they got underneath there.
Ew. Dwarves dealings with the Fae.
You know,
Ugh.
Fae, magic hats? What do you think they are? Gnomes? That's going in the Book of Grudges.
That's a grudging.
All right. And yeah, the ale is flowing. Do you guys sit there and drink with them?
Oh, most assuredly. I shall regale them with the tale of our journey to the mine, and then its liberation, our mighty battle with the foul, what are they, salamanders? Fire newts? Fire newts or something like that within.
Do you mention the dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
That the dragon was duped and humiliated by our cunning.
Do you want me and the Drake to do dramatic performance of all of this? Like, just clear off a table as a stage? I will give my Drake a sword for this.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're doing your tellings and whatnot, and you've got the whatever River is and his Drake acting it all out. Give me a performance check with advantage.
The Baxi and the person-sized dragon. Why do I have...
Wait, what's your charisma bonus, Sleuth?
+2.
Alright, yeah, you do this. I'm at a flat.
22.
Yeah, they're all clapping. The whole bar's getting into it. They're all enjoying your presentation. You notice that every time your mug is even half full, it's replaced with a brand new one. It just keeps flowing all night long. And then I need. Does your Drake drink? Because they will ply the Drake with alcohol as well.
That'll be funny. Sure, the Drake will drink.
Okay. Then in that case, I need Constitution saving throws from everybody.
Linda is a teetotaler.
Hey, what?
A
Teetotaler.
teetoter?
Teetotaler.
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 Ah,
Non-drinker. Yeah. Yeah, so he would just, decline on using his religious order, air quotes.
Oh my god, he's a fucking Wisconsin heretic.
Alright, so that's a 10 for me and a 14 for the Drake.
Guys, I think Ruffles is about to move out of his state.
What are we rolling? Constitution
Constitution.
against poison.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, technically, it's liver poisoning that's the actual issue.
Yeah, unfortunately, my Drake is still an acid Drake, not a poison Drake. Can still fly, though.
So yeah, you guys are drinking. The ale is flowing, the tale is going. Eventually, River collapses just from alcohol. The dwarves all laugh. Someone pulls out some musical instruments. It's an accordion. The dwarves begin What?
Cure Wounds River.
Polka.
Yeah, the
Just
dwarves
keep
begin...
cure wounding everybody that passes out from drinking too much.
Yeah, you like make sure River doesn't like choke on his own vomit. The dwarves begin dancing a giant polka throughout the place. Yeah. Yeah. And as the night like comes to a close, even the bartender has been drinking and he eventually passes out in his own bar. Like just splayed out across the top of it. Until eventually it's just Elandar and Giuseppe. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You guys are the only ones not passed out.
Wow. You'd think these people could drink.
I mean, they started at like 10 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
when you guys
We-
showed
we've
up.
been
Oh,
It was an all-day long drinking party.
oh well, that was refreshing.
There are
Batman the
8
Animated Series?
55-gallon drums of ale by your table that are empty. All of the bar's ale is gone.
I don't even need one with lyrics. Or subtitles. Everybody knows. Look who thinks they're so smart.
So Elandar and Giuseppe, do you guys do anything? You're in this bar. Everyone is passed out.
I mean, I make sure everybody's alive.
Yeah, they're all
Otherwise-
alive.
Yeah, I just take some cloth out of my bag and tie it between 2 posts if possible. Otherwise, I'll improvise with chairs and make a hammock and go to sleep.
Okay.
I walk to the nearest door, kick it open, and find the closest bed and sleep.
Okay.
Don't you not sleep?
Oh, that's right. I don't sleep. I just sit there.
I
And
was saying,
watch
aren't you
them
the
all
weird
drink
vampire
and walk
undead thing?
Walk around the room as they watching them
Just-
all as they sleep.
He's
Just
consumed
find a
enough
corner
beer.
to
He's
go
consumed
into
enough beer that he
surveillance
can't
mode.
recall. Yeah. He's consumed enough beer that he can't recall that he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I would go in there and fall on the bed and be like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, just
I
lay-
remember this working at one point in my life.
Yeah, so you're walking, like Elandar falls asleep. You know, Giuseppe, as you're kind of just looking around over the bar, you know, probably the most interesting thing is there's this one dwarf that passed out, the one that had been confronting Heberon at first. It seems like he still has a mug of ale in his hand, and as he is snoring, he's like reflexively bringing the mug up to his face, and you can see like a few dribbles of ale as he just continues to drink while unconscious from drinking.
Cutter party's hard.
Oh no! Can I like go around the room and put religious symbols on everybody? Just like little crosses on them for falling asleep.
Crosses? What's wrong with just taking a wax pencil and drawing circles around their eyes and mustaches?
Yeah, but Giuseppe wouldn't do nothing like it. He is a paladin, so he'll just. Play
Well, if
something
he
totally
sees you
simple.
doing that, Alindar would do something like that.
Who the hell wrote a T on me? That's not even my name.
And then who is the most I guess innocent looking patron passed out at the bar here?
The Drake, he's just a little guy.
The Drake actually is, yes.
Okay, besides the Drake, I'm not going to put the blame on somebody in our party.
Oh.
I need to deposit the wax pencil somewhere.
Well, make
So
yeah,
probably
I
not the
would say
bartender, not the dwarves.
make an insight check.
All right. Oh,
Can
let
I
me
tie
see.
some shoestrings together?
Yes, you absolutely can. These people are out. Like you
Yeah, I
could
wanna do
bodily
that.
carry them out of the building and they won't wake up.
Oh, we
Fucking
can.
put 'em-
Oh my god.
let's
yes!
let's not do that. Fucking wake up and see. Welcome to the press gang, my new ship.
Just put everybody in someone's house.
The party
Yeah.
press gangs the
All right,
party into the
insight.
party.
I'm a cleric, so I actually have a +7. Who is my victim?
So there is, like, the most innocent looking person would be there was one other boat that was docked in the anchorage, and during the party he had introduced himself. He's Captain Lascalar, a flamboyant, rakish pirate.
Oh yeah, he's perfect.
Excellent.
He's perfect.
He is,
Perfect.
and I want to say this: the flamboyant, rakish-looking pirate is the most innocent-looking person in this bar.
Well, yeah,
Besides
the rest of them
drink.
are probably hardened criminals based on the description of the town.
Yes, this is a pirate anchorage.
So yes, as I'm drawing faces on everybody, I do not draw a face on him, and I deposit the wax pencil in his hand.
Okay. And then you said you're going to sleep?
Yeah, I was kicking my hammock up in a corner away from the door.
Okay. Yeah. Morning comes with grumbling and wincing, as many of these people appear to be suffering from hangovers. Light streaming through the open portholes, just kind of as it just plays across, like as the sun rises up, playing across the bar, waking everybody up as they get struck in the light. All of them wincing.
Ow, my eyes.
I wanted to tie some strings together.
You did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, you could.
Yeah,
Like,
we did all
they
that.
were insensate, so you could have tied as many together as you wanted.
Oh, good.
Tie a couple of people's feet together, even under the tables.
Yeah, so you do that. People start stumbling, recognizing, that shenanigans had been had. You can hear some scuffling. People, they realize you've tied their boots together, like to each other. Immediately accuse the other people and just start like a fist fight over it while they're like wincing. Like the fight is a bad fight because they're still like wincing because they're hungover. They're sitting on the floor because they can't stand up.
I've been the victim of a devious.
And eventually, that dwarf, finds Hebron in this mass. You notice he's not wearing any boots. He just appears to have taken them off when he realized they'd been tied to one of the tables. And he just looks at Hebron, but he's like, "Yeah, that was a good party. You guys are all right."
Although I have a left hand.
He like holds out like a dagger, like handle first to you. You can take care of that if you want.
Nah. I like being ambidextrous.
He shrugs. Suit yourself. Reward. As you were showing off during the drinking, I'm pretty sure you took some adamantine from the mine, yes?
I mean, taking is such a negative connotation to it.
Yep. Yeah, we took the agreed upon payment. It's all good.
Excellent.
Lower
Claps you
your
on the
voice,
back.
please. Oh, my head.
Just that he is
Keep my
laughing
voice
one
lower
more.
like this. as he keeps at the same volume, but just lowers his pitch artificially.
I think my friend is not as accustomed to the alcohol as you are.
This is Dwarven constitutions. Their livers don't know the meaning of abuse.
Hey, Under. The Thaumaturgy cantrip has a range of 30 feet, but the first effect says your voice booms up to 3 times as loud. Can I only cast it on myself, or can I cast it on this dwarf if he's within 30 feet?
I believe you can only cast on yourself, but you could try to just be, pretend like you're his voice.
Oh, by the way,
Not as
Giuseppe
funny.
isn't quiet when he talks. He is.
Yeah,
very much. It doesn't bother him.
The range is for like all of the other effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, he considers all of y'all weak bitches for not being able to keep up with the alcohol intake.
Though you do notice, as you guys are kind of staggering awake, that the bar does look cleaner. All of the spilled alcohol has apparently actually made the floor slightly nicer looking.
Washed away the dirt.
Yeah. It's still sticky, but it looks nicer.
We have found a proper dive bar. Except this one might be diving so far you can't even call it a dive bar.
All right. Now, what are we doing? Oh, we got to get the adamantium fixed up.
What do you mean, get it going?
Oh, I thought you was going to try to get it forged, didn't you?
Yeah, I did that myself. I custom built my own incredibly pimped out suit of armor.
That's right. I remember.
If you want, we could go on a quest for only the best dyes, some really high quality vellum, and I don't know, holy wax. Maybe find some legendary feathers for the helmet. Turn this into the quest for more drip.
Ripper drown, brother, and none of us are floating in all this armor.
Although I do believe we have Rosmasi to kill. Also, Granny Poo Poo Delenda Est.
Let's go fight a witch. Or hag? Hermit? Was she just an old lady?
Definitely not.
Turbo Grandy. Let's go.
Hag. Hag it is.
I think she's more of a hag raven.
She's not made of ravens. Is she?
That would be a whole different set of monster, and that would be something we do not want to mess with. If we start seeing clumps of ravens, we do not want to hang around with that.
I mean, I'm pretty confident I could beat a raven in a fight.
It's not the little ones that get you, it's the big one.
What do you mean? That just makes them easier to see from far away.
So what are you guys doing?
What's the next part of our quests? What is our next quest line?
We have a city to find, because I think our allies are taking care of Rosna Sea. Unless we're taking care of Rosna Sea, it's been a little bit.
What is the
Well, Valindra had told you, because Ross Nisi had really pissed her off, she was going to get together some mercenaries. It was basically just going to hot drop into his jungle and start, killing him. She told you guys to head for the lost city of Whis to try to end this undead curse.
In that case, then we should probably head to the lost city.
So how you doing that? Are you just gonna walk through the jungle towards where you think it might be?
Let's see, Nisi Wastes. There we are. Well, let's see here. Yeah, let's head past the Eldani Basin to Nangrelor. And from there we can figure out where we want to go as we go towards the highlighted space.
Okay. So yeah, you guys set out from Jahaka, making your way towards Nangalore as soon the jungle begins to envelop you. And I will need a survival check for navigation.
Okie dokie. I touch myself too.
Okay.
In front of my good berry?
I stab him for his impropriety.
I heal myself after he stabs me.
I step away from Hebron and Eladar because they're both kind of sussy. Especially the Septimus.
What? My Septimi don't have a history of team killing. I haven't killed a character since you, mister.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Who
it
did
is.
I kill last after you?
Meta.
No, because then I killed you again.
No, because you killed me, but then I killed myself the second time after that.
Yeah, but it was on my behalf, so I'm taking the kill.
It's not. No, he did a sacrifice. You didn't kill him. He did a noble sacrifice.
I'm definitely stealing that kill.
He self-deleted to save you. What?
Yeah, you know that. I know that. But Gilbert is walking around that world thinking about how he murdered that other guy.
All according to my plan.
King's only wish in life was to bring low the Demigorgon. He did that. He floated away.
And then because he died, and I was the last thing that was, that had come in contact with him, that means I got the kill.
Yeah. So when you say you want to go through the Aldani Basin, do you just want to go straight through, having to wade through multiple days worth of waist deep water?
No.
Oh yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun.
All right.
Why don't we just go
you cut
north
through.
up around it?
That was what I was thinking we'd be doing.
Yeah, follow the coast. That's easy, and then you basically just haul ass east
Yeah, but do y'all want
and use the mountains as your guidance. The more east you go, the closer you want to get to the mountains.
Okay. Yeah, you can head that way. You can head north around it, around the actual water part. And so you just kind of follow the coast to where it narrows. Yeah. And then you plan to wrap around the water and head southeast towards Nangalore. Is that correct? That is my understanding of the course you were setting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do so. This first day passing muggy but uneventful. Are you, as night falls and you guys, I presume, stop to make camp?
Sure. Why not?
Are you guys setting a
Yep.
watch?
Chat.
I'll sit and chat.
Oh.
Chat. I'll take a watch. I don't care.
Alrighty.
I'll do the usual pass without trace for the last hour of travel.
Sure. Well, the night passes uneventfully. You guys get a long rest. Throughout the night, clouds begin moving in. A strong breeze pulling from the west. The morning has come. And as you continue your journey, I will need another navigation check.
Okay.
I can help with these.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting help. Yeah. Totally.
Mm-hmm.
24.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, you guys follow the coast, head a little bit inland, the ground getting soft and marshy as you realize you're just kind of skirting the inside of that northwestern corner of the waterworks in the Aldani Basin, and begin kind of curving around that to head southeast. As you are doing so, towards the afternoon, and you're just walking, and you notice that ahead of you, behind one of the trees, is not another tree, but does in fact appear to be a moss and vine-covered statue or obelisk of some kind. Can't really tell since it's so covered at the moment. You guys get that, or did I cut out?
You cut out, at least for me.
Sorry. So yeah, you're walking around this day as you kind of come around north, start heading southeast, following the edge of this watery area. And as you're doing so, it's like in the afternoon, You come around a tree and you realize that there's another object there that's not a tree. There's no branches coming out of it. And it appears to be either like a statue or an obelisk. But you can't really tell because it is so covered in moss and vines.
Ooh, let's clean it off.
Oh, most definitely.
Sacred flame, sacred flame, sacred flame, sacred flame, sacred flame.
No, don't burn it.
Are you using Sacred Flame or are you doing it by hand?
I'm
I would
using
just
sacred
do it
flame.
by
If he
hand
asked me
to
to clean it
avoid-
off.
Yeah, I suggest we do it by hand to avoid like damaging anything underneath.
I pull out my dagger and cut it.
Cut the vines with the sword.
I mean, there's nothing stopping me from saying, yes, I'm doing it anyway, but
Well, if he stops me, I'm just gonna cross my arms and.
Out.
I'll be hanging out with the Lindar.
all right. So just that be your
You wanna
kind
do
of
it the
cutting away with
slow way.
stuff with your dagger.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a d4.
That's not good.
Okay, and then a d100 if you will.
Oh god.
Don't worry, D100 tables are always good.
In what game? Pokemon? Because in D&D, they're never good.
What do you mean? They're always good. That's how you get loot tables.
All right. So yeah, you're cutting them off, and this appears to be like a tall, like stylized figure. It kind of has like a regal bearing to it, and he appears to be staring directly south, out across the watery part of the Eldani Basin. And
Does this thing...
What?
Does this thing have any kind of religious markings on it, or any kind of mark? Won't be able to tell anyway.
there is a marking on his chest. One moment, I gotta pull that up.
Who's the smartest one here? Because it ain't Giuseppe. Both history and religion are tied to intelligence, so...
Yeah, it is a symbol you probably don't recognize. It is a lozenge being set over a X. Like, it's a very simple carving. There's not much detail to it. And as you do clear it away, you do find that at the bottom there's a small, like, decrepit, like almost degraded to the point where you could see inside of it, small wooden chest at the base of the statue, between the feet.
What's in the box? You said there was a chest almost?
Yeah. There was a chest, a very decrepit looking chest.
What's in it? Oh.
So you open it up, and there appears to be like a small leather case, like you would see for like surgeon's tools, or the like kind of rolled up.
Okay.
Do you unroll it?
I take it out. Let me see if I have anything to This is a set of tools. I might be proficient. Okay, probably not. But okay, yeah, sure, I'll open it up.
Okay. So this appears, as you open it up, you realize this is a very finely wrought set of thieves' tools. You know, it appears to be made out of like this very high quality steel, and like parts of the handles and like the joints of like the scissors and stuff are all like jeweled. This set of thieves' tools is worth 250 gold pieces. It is also usable as a set of thieves' tools.
Does it give any kind of special bonuses?
No, it just looks real fly.
All right, yeah, I'll pocket those. 'Cause, yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
I won't even tell the party I got those. Those are mine now. I'll give them my old set. I mean, the rogue did find the thieves' tools. That's actually a good thing.
Yeah. And I did put an image in chat of that lozenge bisected by an X.
Now that's the symbol on them, or is that?
Yeah, on the chest. That is carved into the chest. Because it's a very simple and stylized person. It didn't render clothes or anything.
Okay.
Do I recognize the iconography?
I mean, sure, make a history check. Fuck it, why not? There's, I guess, a small chance one of you might know this. Yo, you don't.
It's a triangle.
That triangle's made out of triangles.
Yeah, there's Giuseppe.
Roll us a history check there, Ebron. You were the one with the illustrious family.
History, you say?
I mean,
Nope. Okay, so none of you, yeah, it's like I thought, none of you guys would know what the symbol means.
I have many family members who
Wait.
have gone to many places. I don't recall any of this from any of their stories.
The Drake didn't roll yet.
Ah,
Ruh-roh,
the
Randy.
Drake's history.
Yeah.
The Drake
All right,
is
we've exhausted all of
slightly
our
more-
resources now.
I'd point out that myself and the Drake were competitive for a second best score other than King Ruffles.
Yeah, he might be a nerd character. I meant to say nerd, not murderer. Totally.
he's a bird nerd.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a Freudian slip. That'd be
A
silly.
bird nerd.
A couple of bird nerds.
He's a bird.
Yeah, you guys are just
You
sitting
raven?
there going. Alright. So what do you guys do?
Well, so that's the only thing on the obelisk, and it's pointing which direction?
Well, it's like it's not an obelisk, it's a statue. You just couldn't tell that it was a statue, and it's not pointing anywhere. Its hands are by its side, but it is facing out like into the watery area at the center of the Aldani Basin.
So, got an idea.
You're right. We should go search the center of the basin.
I mean, that was my idea, yes. Giuseppe's just gonna walk out in the water. The way the statue was facing. He's just gonna walk that way into the water.
Okay, so you start walking south into the water. You do know that you would know from your discussions before that the center from your position is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, there's 6 mile hex. It's 36 miles away.
This might take a bit. I turn back to the party. This might take a bit. I may want to get a boat.
You'll also know that if you continue going around, there is a point where it's only 12 miles away from the shore.
All right, let's go around then. I'll walk out there.
It's a little less than that.
I mean, I gotta walk it anyway. It doesn't matter. I have to walk the extra mileage going around to get to do the 12. This is exactly what Giuseppe's gonna do. He's gonna walk. He's gonna walk on the bottom of the water all the way to the opposite.
Well, it's only waist deep.
Oh, well. Oh, shit. Well, then we're gonna move around. That's just... It's agonizing. Yes? Everyone in agreement?
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, that's right.
We get around and go and search the center of the lake. Maybe we can find, as we move around, we can look for more of these obelisks or these statues things, see if we can find more of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
If there is some kind of thing, they put more than one statue up, you know? I mean, I would assume. Or it's just poor planning if they didn't. Just poor planning.
Well, like that stopped anyone before.
Very true. All right, Andrew. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move around the shoreline, or right along the edges there, keeping an eye out for other clumps of vines that could be statues.
Okay. Yeah, and just as a reference, you found the statue with the little red bead.
All right. So which way do you want to go, north or which way did we come in?
So you came
The ocean
from
side?
Jahaka, following the coast, and then kind of wrapping around, because you told me you wanted to head towards Nangalore.
Okay, so we went north up through the top and right through that little thing, and that's where we found it. All right. Each one of those squares equals how long?
Each hex is 6 miles.
Oh, wow. Fucking hell. Well, then we should find one in every hex. Should. All the way around this place. Maybe one every 2 hexes. We'll see. Let's keep going. So we're going to... Name a... Whatever the fuck that place is called. Nangalore. That's a cool name. We're going south. Right, we're going south, right?
Well, that would be east, like southeast, but yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys continue for the rest of the day.
If y'all have a disagreement, please speak up, because you know, with me leading, it's not calamity could ensue.
Oh no, not fun, exciting adventures. Threaten me with a good time, why don't you?
Asshole.
Well, no, I'm serious. Like, you wanted to, like, get involved and lead there, so I'm not gonna step on that.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna move. That's a long ways, but God. I mean, what is our normal amount of travel per day?
24 miles.
Oh, okay. So 6 miles. So we get 4 of those.
Yeah, you get 4 hexes per day.
Okay.
Yeah, the exception being things like wading through waist-deep water or mountains tend to take longer.
Gotcha. All right, yeah. So we'll continue down south, whatever direction it is, southwestern, and keeping our eyes out for any other obelisks or stuff.
Sure. Yeah, so you keep moving, but eventually night falls. Yeah, it was in the afternoon when you found this one, so you got a couple more hours to travel, and then night falls. You guys changing anything with how you make camp, or no?
No.
Yeah, so the night passes without incident. Morning comes, and as you continue your journey, I will need another navigation check.
I'll help with that again.
The dice seem to
Crap.
insist we get lost.
Crap.
Fortunately for you, you are following the edge of a body of water, which makes this check very easy. The only way you could fail it is if you got lower than a 5.
Which I couldn't with my mod.
Exactly. But, for the
Yeah.
sake of form, I do ask for it. So, yeah.
Yep. Navigator's
Yeah, no,
tools, too.
Literally, you're like following the edge of this water. As long as you keep that water to your right, you're generally heading in the right direction. So yeah, you start traveling, and it's a couple hours later, and you come to this stream, brook, really. It's wide but very shallow and very fast. It's about 100 feet across and maybe 3 feet deep, and it's broadening out the closer it gets into the water. Like this looks to be, it's that blue line you see coming in from the northeast.
Okie dokie. It's a suspiciously straight river.
The cartographer who's responsible has been sacked.
Well,
Don't
no,
use rulers to draw rivers.
it's possible for us to get a straight line like this, assuming it was all released in one massive high force deluge.
But why would he use a ruler to draw me? There's hardly any straight lines in anatomy.
We can assume that at the far end of this river is probably some kind of high pressure hose, perhaps from some kind of dwarven metal fabrication workshop or something.
And that's when the river begins to shift. Hearing your comments about his straight home, the giant snapping turtle reveals himself.
What?
About 30 feet away from you. Roll initiative.
What?
Let's have bronze ankles.
Wait. Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously?
There's he had been yeah, seriously, he had been just chilling in the mud because it's hot out. And you guys sat there on the edge of those waters making fun of the water, and he heard you, and now he's pissed.
That signifies
This giant snapping
intelligence.
turtle is the DM's feelings, guys.
That signifies
The snapping turtle's name is underwater.
intelligence. Oh god.
Sounds like that turtle really snapped.
Oh god.
You know
Aw,
what?
he's just a cute little guy. We could keep him as a pet.
Yeah,
Baby.
I'm not feeling like we need to engage in extreme ultra violence against this snapping turtle. We were in the
I was
wrong
gonna cast
for
polymorph on it and turn it into a duck.
making. Yeah.
Well, Olindar, what do you do?
No, I'm not gonna cast polymorph on it.
Do
Turn
it! Come
into a
on!
Goose.
But doesn't it once it reach 0 turn back?
Turn it into
Yeah.
a Canadian goose.
It's gonna get really silly to see how that's gonna play out.
Now I'll save the 1 4th level spell slot I have for something that we might actually need to, save our ass.
We're at the beginning of a
Ooh.
rest.
No, you're at the mid morning. You,
Oh.
Yeah,
you
we
had
just
done your long
had a
rest.
rest.
You'd started marching.
Oh right, were the skies clear last night?
Yes.
All right. I took identify because we still haven't identified all that shit. Let's do. So he's 30 feet away.
He is covered in mud, just sloughing off of him.
Hmm.
12 feet in diameter.
Huh, 12 feet in diameter.
Yes.
Well, then I will. I'm looking at all my ranges to see what I have prepared that actually is. Yeah, let's do. Who is the front line of you? It's Hebron, right?
Yes.
Like
the
Hebron.
second.
Hebron goes into melee.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Shield of Faith on Hebron. Then I will back up inland 30 feet. And then I will Sacred
okay.
Flame. So turtle deck save. Nope. 11 Radiant. And Hebron
Okay.
+2 AC.
Mhm.
That's it for me.
All right. Giuseppe,
How far is this thing from us?
30 feet
In the water?
in the water.
Shit.
Water's only 3 feet deep.
Okay, well, I'm going to walk out there towards it
Okay.
to within 10 feet.
So
Turns
you
out the silt is 10 feet deep.
no, but it is the water is up to it's 3 feet tall, so it's it is difficult terrain. Do you have something that lets you move at least 40 feet? Otherwise, you can only move 15 feet closer to it. Giuseppe?
No, then I may not do that. Let me figure something out.
Okay. Yeah, sorry it wasn't clear. Yeah, he had submerged himself in the mud inside of this 100-foot wide brook to cool off. And then you guys showed up and kept talking.
I am not going to attack. I am not going to go after this turtle. I'm going to leave it alone.
Okay. All right, Hebron.
I shall engage it in melee.
You have 40 feet of movement?
I have 30.
Well, you can get 15 feet closer to him then. Let's do something that lets you ignore difficult terrain.
Nope. I shall make an intimidating display.
Okay. Roll intimidation.
I'll be right back.
All right, yeah. No, you're like stomping in the water, waving your sword about. It's really, really like skillful and scary looking.
Yeah.
That,
all I got.
that was your action. All right, River.
I'm gonna go wrestle this turtle.
Okay, it's 30 feet away and through difficult terrain.
Feline agility.
Okay.
Okay.
So that gives you what, 60 feet of movement? Total?
70.
Okay. Well, you lose 60 feet of it getting into melee with him.
And then I grab him.
Okay. He is a large beast.
Athletics.
You grab him.
And I want to have my Drake fly over here and just shoulder check him and knock him prone.
Okay.
Drake is also size medium. Athletics is a 13.
Yeah, he just goes, just kind of shoulder checks into this quadruped, and he sort of ricochets off the shell. Doesn't really seem to have had much effect.
Understandable. That's it for me.
Okay. Well, this guy is spooked. You got Hebron over there doing some weird ass, martial dance. And then River, like the cat, just grabbed him. So, yeah, he's just gonna quickly snap at the cat. Does a 25 hit the cat?
Please do not the cat. That hits.
All right. The beak bites down on you for 26 points of slashing damage.
Ouchie.
He is then going to just kind of, because he can't really move, he's just going to kind of crouch down in the water. So really only his shell and the head that he, and like the head that you grabbed is the only thing really above water. Alright. That is all he can do. Lindar.
All right. How does the turtle look in terms of healthiness?
Injured, not
I
yet
have
bloodied.
returned.
And my fire was reasonably effective.
It was.
All right. Hmm. Well, then I guess we will. Let's just start firing upcasted guiding bolts at it. Let's start with a third level guiding bolt.
Okay. Roll to hit. That misses.
Lame. Okay.
Alright. Anything else?
No.
Alright. Giuseppe?
Did the monster move?
No, River has ran out and grappled it on his turn, so it couldn't move.
How far is it? Same amount of distance?
Same amount. It hasn't moved. Neither of you.
Oh well, fuck it. I ain't gonna do nothing. They can go ahead and have it. I am not getting in that disgusting water.
Okay. Hebron.
I should move into melee.
All right. Yeah. You
And-
spend 30 feet to move the 15 feet into melee.
And disabuse it of its violent notions.
I can't reach it.
One hit.
What's he attacking with?
I assume his sword.
But if he can only move,
He'd moved his first turn as well.
We'll go with 7 points of non-lethal.
Okay. Yeah, that injures him some more. He's still not bloodied. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. River, you have this guy grappled.
I'm gonna wrestle it to the ground.
Okay. It just kind of looks at you like, what are you doing? As like twisting this way and that and having no effect.
My Drake is gonna wrestle it to the ground.
Bonk. It doesn't pay the Drake any mind as it just bounces off his shell again.
We've got him right where we want him. Alright, that's my turn.
All right, River, are you bloodied from that first hit?
I am, actually.
Oh, good. Then he'll just bite you again.
Oh, good.
13?
13 does not hit the cat.
Okay. Let's see. You've got him there. That's all you can really do. Elindar?
Well, let's keep going.
Hit.
That hit. All right. Good. Waste all my third level slots. That would have been really disappointing. Miss, miss, miss.
Yeah, would have been.
30 radiant advantage to next attacker.
Excellent. Yeah, as you hit him, it lets out a bit of a bellow of pain. As you can see that it is now bloodied.
That's it for me.
Okay. Giuseppe?
Giuseppe. They seem to be handling it just fine. Giuseppe is just going to watch.
All right. Hebron?
Ye?
Your turn.
I shall bonk it unconscious.
All right. Well, you attack with advantage for your first hit. And it's it.
How messed up is it?
Bloodied.
Yeah, we'll put a trip attack. Doesn't do much because already prone, but
Not prone. The advantage was because Guiding Bolt had hit it. Though I'm pretty sure it remains standing.
Yep. 16 on lethal.
All right, it's still bloodied.
Strike at it again.
Flat attack. Miss.
Action surge, 2 bonks. We'll trip attack these as well.
Miss, and then the 21 will hit.
$18 more non-lethal.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to look near death. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll step away from it.
He doesn't take a bite at you. Well, goddamn.
Well, I am immune to crits.
There are other numbers.
No, there aren't. All right, well, then he just bites you for 15 points of slashing damage.
So that's 3 20s in a row.
Yes. At least he didn't attack the cat with it.
I'd be fine.
Bullshit. Well, unfortunately, I don't get to bop it again and try to knock it unconscious. That's unfortunate. Oh well.
Do you do anything else? You are no longer in melee with it.
I step back into melee with it.
Okay.
That is all.
All right, River.
River is going to give up on trying to wrestle it and just headbutt it.
Roll to hit.
Non-lethal. Headbutt is an unarmed attack, so just strength, no proficiency, question mark. That's improvised.
You are
That'd be
it's not improvised, it's an unarmed strike. You are proficient with unarmed strikes.
All right.
Miss,
8 and
miss.
11.
2 misses.
All right. And then, you know that thing that cats do where they get kind of surprised, rear up, and then just smack whatever scared them?
Mhm.
The Drake's gonna do that on this thing's head. Where is the Drake stat block? I need numbers. Non-lethal if it hits.
It does, in fact, hit the this turtle.
So the Drake's bite has elemental damage. I'd assume I can't do that and have it be non-lethal. At least
Generally
not with
correct,
acid.
yes.
Alright, so just the physical to smack it then?
Sure.
Alright,
All
4
right.
damage.
Still near death.
Alright, that is my turn.
Okay. Well, he is spooked. So he is going to shove you, or attempt to shove you, River, to break the grapple.
Don't worry, I got this. This works so well so far.
Yes, you're pushed back 5 feet through the water. And the turtle is going to turn around and it's going to haul ass upstream, provoking attacks of opportunity from the Drake and Hebron.
Another 4 booping damage.
He has to roll to hit.
Got 25 to hit.
Sorry, I did not see that. Yeah.
Same
Hebron
rolls I got
misses.
last time.
Yeah.
This
So
spot likes
it-
repeating.
Yeah, it quickly, boots you away, turns around, starts moving away. Hebron misses. See, I don't think he was expecting the turtle to suddenly move with such grace, poise, and violent speed, like a hippo on caffeine. But the Drake, whacks him in the back, whacks him right in the ass as he turns around, starts moving away, and there's just this loud kapoosh as the turtle just sort of slumps forward in the water and is no longer moving.
Hey, we knocked his lights out.
And I sure thought that was a reverse. I thought that turtle was gonna make y'all look like fools. Giuseppe was watching all of this. Watching y'all play in the mud like idiots. Over a turtle.
Giuseppe can go be a Debbie Downer over in the corner there. We're going to have fun playing in the mud with a giant turtle.
What I'm hearing is Giuseppe has long since lost his childlike wonder and whimsy.
Yes, that is very long since dead in Giuseppe. He is a reanimated spirit. Yes, he has no sense of childlike wonder.
I diagnosed Giuseppe with being angsty and needing to get back in touch with having a personality.
So what do you guys do? You're out of initiative.
Make sure that the, turtle's going to recover okay. We just knocked its lights out.
Why do we have total soup? I mean, we went all this trouble to subdue the thing.
What trouble? We're fine. It was barely any trouble.
Yeah, we just played around in the water long enough. You should drag it up here. We'll make some turtle soup out of it.
No.
What was the point of knocking it unconscious? Could have just left it alone.
Mister, were you not paying attention to the chain of events that led to this?
Yes. We were talking shit. It got mad, popped up out of the water, and started coming at us.
Alright, yeah. So, Under, how's the turtle doing?
It appears to be alive, just unconscious.
Excellent.
Well,
come on, guys. Let's keep going. Ooh, actually, Hebron's going to pull out a piece of chalk and write, Hebron was here on the side of the turtle shell.
Okay.
Chalk. It's known for its ability to withstand water.
Well, I don't have anything else that's more permanent, so...
You want a wax pencil?
Oh, fuck yeah. Hebron will go to the other side and write, Hebron was also here.
Yeah, as you know, Lindar just hands you this wax pencil. It looks suspiciously like a wax pencil that would have been used to draw on everybody in the bar.
Yeah, I looted these off of that pirate captain.
You know, I don't think Hebron realized his face was drawn on.
No one did. That's why
So Hebron still has the drawing on his face.
everyone does, yes. Except Eladar and Giuseppe.
Oh no, I drew on our faces.
I didn't draw on mine.
Well, then you would have looked suspicious.
And I stab Giuseppe through the liver.
Like, for the prank to work, you have to do it to yourself if you're trying to blame somebody else.
Ah.
I would have explained this to you.
Would you, though?
And would have Giuseppe even bothered to care?
Alright,
Nah, he
so
was drawn on
we all agree we beat the shit out of him earlier then, right?
Out of who?
Pirate captain that drew all on our faces.
Yeah, sounds like effort.
All right. So yeah, cross the river, continue on your way. Is what you told me you're doing.
Yep, we continue on our way, leaving the turtle to go about its business.
Okay. Yeah, you keep following the watery bits of the Aldani Basin. And as night begins to fall, and like right before you would start looking for like a place to make camp, you do find a small clearing on the edge of the water and another one of those vine-covered statues there.
Well, let's check it out.
Okay. So yeah, as you're looking forward to it, yeah, it is also covered completely in like moss and vines, and you can't really tell much about it. You know, so you guys are standing there. You're like 5 feet from the thing. What are you doing?
Getting rid of any, plant matter growing on, and then investigating and looking at it. What
All
is
right.
it? What's on it?
You doing that with like Sacred Flame? You're walking up to do it nicely with the knife.
With my hands, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Burn it.
Yeah. So you walk forward, start pulling stuff off, and the vines lash out at you. Now, fortunately for you guys, you have that weapon of warning. Yes.
Yeah.
So you are not caught by
Yep.
surprise on a tactical level. Strategically, I must have achieved complete surprise, but I need everyone to roll initiative again. Mister, you here?
Yeah, man, what happened?
You guys continued on, and you found a clearing under one of those moss and vine-covered statues.
Oh, that attacked. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Hebron walked up to it, and the vines lashed out. So roll initiative. All right, Giuseppe, what do? You are 5 feet from this.
Giuseppe. Giuseppe.
I'm sorry, I was hitting the wrong button. I'm gonna go up. It is wrapped around Hebron, right? Or is it just?
It started moving as if to attack, but thanks to the weapon of warning, you guys weren't surprised. So nothing has actually attacked yet.
Okay, but it is a bundle of vines and shit.
Yep, vines and moss so dense you can't even see the details of the underlying statue.
Well, then let's hit it with some radiant damage and see what happens.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh shit!
Miss.
I get 2 attacks.
That hits.
Oh, really?
They're plants. They have some resilience, but not a lot.
Is anybody else in melee with it?
Hebron is.
.24 points of magical piercing radiant damage.
All right. Yeah, you start hacking at these things. Bits of twig and vine and leaf go flying. But yeah, these appear to be thicker and more resilient than the other ones. Probably why they're animated. The magic that's animating them is making them a bit tougher to kill.
Ooh. So the radiant damage didn't have any.
It had the normal effect, but like this, if this was a creature, it's not even bloodied. Like you did damage, you did the normal amount of damage. It just has a lot of hit points.
Okay. Ah, gotcha.
More than you would expect for like some simple vine plants.
All right. Well, then I'm finito.
All right, Hebron.
Alrighty. I shall slay the plants
How?
with my sword.
Ah, I thought maybe you had like a bottle of Roundup in your pocket or something. Okay, rolled it.
I mean, you know, it's a silver magical adamantine sword, so it's really good.
Great.
Pretty
Great. Does
good
it give you
sword.
bonuses against plants?
No, it's good against the undead, though.
The 13 hits. All right. Yeah, you hack into it, chipping away at some of these vines. Anything else?
Nope.
River.
I will shoot the vines.
Okay. Roll to hit. You are like 10 feet away from them, by the way.
That's fine. Makes it harder to miss, right?
Sure.
A sharpshooter shot because let's go gambling. an extra space there. There we go. 12 and 18.
The 18 hits.
$22 non-magical piercing.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I can
you
have my,
shoot in there, bits twig and vine go flying.
And then the Drake's gonna go bite it.
Okay. Crit.
Uh-huh. It is... six non-magical piercing and 6 acid.
Okay. Yeah, he starts jumping in there, grabbing some of the vines, ripping and tearing. Plant matter goes flying. There's still a bunch more plant matter to go through. Anything else?
That's my turn.
All right. The vines. Well, the vines towards like the bottom of the statue kind of wriggle and begin like shooting forward through the grass like snakes. The area 15 feet around it is now difficult terrain. As you can feel like wriggling vines in the terrain that you're standing on. Currently, everyone is within that. Let's see. Then that vine is gonna lash out that you've been chomping at. It's gonna lash out at Giuseppe. It does not like that Giuseppe has been doing a decent amount of damage to it. Does a 22 hit Giuseppe? Mister?
Say again?
The vine has lashed out at you. Does a 22 hit your armor class?
I believe that does? I'm not sure. Hold on. $22 will hit my armor class, yes.
All right. So it like wraps around you like a whip, doing 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you are now grappled, and you can feel, and you are also restrained and can feel like little pinpricks along the skin where the vine is wrapped around. And then another vine is going to lash out at the Drake. Does a 15 hit the Drake? Sleuth?
No.
Okay, it misses.
I'm class 18.
All right. Let's see here. That is it for the vines. Belindar, you start your turn within these, where the terrain is kind of wriggling like snakes. I need a strength saving throw from you at the start of your turn.
A strength save?
Yes. All right. The wriggling vines have wrapped themselves around your feet, ankles, and shins and are holding you in place. You are now restrained.
Well, that just won't do.
So what do you do?
Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
As a bunch of copies of Elindar appear, they have no face.
Well, that is psychologically traumatizing to everybody in the area.
Yeah, think like a wraith.
Mhm.
That's what his spirit guardians are.
Okay.
Anyway, so whiz save
I believe it's at
or
the start of
anything
its
that
turn.
is affected. Yep, start of its turn.
Anything else?
And then no, that's all I can really do. I think that's an action. That's an action. Yeah, it's fucking no bonus action economy is so stupid. Yep.
Okay. Giuseppe. So the vine is wrapped around you and is poking you at the start of your turn. those little pinpricks you were feeling deal 25 points of poison damage to you.
Ow! Damn. Wow, that hurt.
But it is your turn. What do you do?
Stab this thing with my dagger.
Okay. Well, you have disadvantage because you're restrained. Roll to hit. Two hits. All right, yeah, you just lay into this vine, vaporizing the vine around you, and a good chunk of the vine that is covering the statue. Yes, you see like the statue's head and like its shoulders now. About a third of the vine's total mass has just been destroyed.
No.
You are no longer grappled or restrained.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Hebron, at the start of your turn, those vines on the ground are trying to wrap around you. I need a strength saving throw.
Does Giuseppe have that aura?
Yeah, no, +1.
All right.
Apparently my dice rolls are just low tonight.
Apparently,
Oh, that would put me at 12 then. I don't know if that matters.
it still would have failed at 12.
Okay.
The vines wrap around your feet, ankles, and shins. You are now restrained. But it is your turn, Hebron.
I'd like to get free.
Make a strength athletics check then. This does use your action. All right, yeah, you easily begin lifting your feet up, the vines snapping as you just pull them off of yourself. You are free.
Most excellent.
What do?
I shall take a step back, provoking attack of opportunity.
Nothing happens because you are still standing in the area where the vines are wriggling on the ground. Remember, it's a 15-foot radius.
Oh yeah.
Are you leaving
I
that?
take several more steps back.
Yeah, so as you step out onto the ground, then a vine lashes out at you.
Fucking Dark Souls backwards dodge roll, whatever it takes.
It's a 15 hit you.
Miss.
All right. What are you attacking?
Oh, yeah. Hebron's perfect parry.
You misunderstand me. You're 15 feet away from it. What's the reach of your weapon?
5.
Yeah, it's not in reach. Its reach is longer than yours.
Even though it's attacking with a natural weapon, its own body.
Its weapon is a reach 20 melee weapon. So no, it didn't move its body. It just lashed out at you with a single vine, a single weapon.
Okay.
Do you do anything else in your turn? You're currently standing 15 feet away from it.
Nope.
All right. River, at the start of your turn, as you are standing on the wriggling ground, I do need a strength saving throw.
With the Paladin aura?
Yes.
That's a +4,
1.
1.
That's what he said. All right, yeah, you're able to keep yourself free, pulling free of the vines as they try to trap your ankles and legs. What do?
Rolling for the Drake too.
You will need to roll one for the Drake as well, yes. The Drake gets restrained.
All right. The Drake is going to try and break out of the restraints.
Okay. Strength athletics check by the Drake then. It fails to do so.
River is going to skedaddle back out of the weird vine stuff.
Okay. Yep. As you do, a vine does lash out at you. It has more than one reaction.
Wonderful.
Does a 20 hit you?
20 hits.
All right. A vine lashes out, wrapping around you for 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are now grappled and restrained, though outside of the wriggling ground area. You can feel little pinpricks along your skin where the vine is wrapped around you.
I don't like that. Can I get that off of me?
So you can use an action to attempt to escape it. And since it is permanently there, I would say you would be able to attack it. It's up to you how you wanted to handle it.
Well, I don't like being restrained. And I don't like things stabbing me. So I'm going to try and get this thing off.
Yes, are you attacking or escape athletics?
Oh. Fuck it, I got a sword. I'll attack it.
Okay. Disadvantage because of the restraint. Two hits.
And then 7.
Okay. Yeah,
Ooh,
you hack
and
at this vine. It does appear to be somewhat, big, thick vine, hard to damage.
The Drake can add 2 acid to that.
Okay.
And then that's going to be my turn.
All right. This guy. Can't do it.
Your guardians?
Aha! Spear current, yes. I think it fails.
That does not pass. All right. That is 14 necrotic.
Okay. Well, it is not going to like that, and it is going to lash out at you, Alandar. I believe you're still restrained in the ground there.
I do believe so.
Does a 25 hit you?
Let's see. Carry the 1. Round up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That does manage to beat my 13 AC.
Yep. As it wraps around you, you're still grappled and restrained, but now even more so. No mechanical change. You do take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it wraps around you. You can feel little pinpricks along your skin where it's, touching.
All right.
But that is all it can do. Alandar, at the start of your... concentration check, please, if you will.
Okay.
No more Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the start of your turn, those little pinpricks deal 15 points of poison damage to you.
Okie doke.
What would you like to do on your turn?
Let's Well, that disrupts a little bit, but that's fine. Hmm. Well, I think we will. I think, yeah, we are going to cast Blink on ourselves.
Okay, so you roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then roll a d20 at the end of your turn.
Lame.
11 or higher. Unfortunate. As you're stuck there still.
Yep.
All right, Giuseppe.
I move forward and stab it again.
Well, I do believe at the start of your turn you do have to make a strength save as the ground is trying to wrap around your feet.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you're easily able to keep your feet free. So you're moving forward towards the statue to attack the mass of vines still covering 2/3 of it.
Yes.
Okay, rolled hit. Two hits. Yeah, damn.
32 points of piercing and radiant and magical damage.
Yeah, you just start tearing into this thing. Yeah, that mass of vines on there is not looking good. Still barely managing to hold on to River, and the Landar is still being held strong. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Hebron. So you're currently standing outside the wriggling ground area. You can see a couple of vines. One is wrapped around River. One has wrapped around a Landar. Giuseppe's up at the statue, hacking at the vines on it. What do?
No one's dead yet, right?
No one is dead.
Yeah, I charge back in and hit it.
All right, yeah, you charge back in the ground, wriggling under
Actually,
your feet.
no. Fuck that. Alchemist fire.
Ah, on what part? Like on the statue?
Top of it. You said it's draping down the statue, right?
No, it's covering the statue like it's strangling the statue. Think like a constricting snake, but made out of vine.
Where's the root look like?
It looks like vines and stuff coming out of the ground.
So it doesn't look like it has a single centralized root?
It does. I'm saying it's like it's a bunch of tentacles coming out of like the statue, like the base of the statue, is where it's based.
Yeah, I'll hit that spot where it connects to its roots with alchemist fire.
Okay. Let's see. Alchemist fire. All right. Let's see. Stick adhesive on a turning blah blah blah. Target takes D4 at the start of its turn. Okay. Just make a like a thrown attack roll with an improvised weapon, just to see how accurate you are. Yeah, so your alchemist fire hits it, and you would expect it to kind of splash when we cover like a 5-foot area or something. But that's not what happens. The fire instantly catches and spreads through the vines like they were made out of det cord. The entire area in front of you is now a gigantic conflagration. It doesn't take damage until the start of its turn, but you have a feeling it's going to be a bit more than just a D4.
Everyone's gonna take a couple of steps back
Okay, yeah, you back up.
and duck behind a shield.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah.
All right, River. At the start of your turn, you are in the middle of this conflagration, being restrained and grappled by these vines that have wrapped around you. You take 21 points of poison damage and 1 point of fire damage.
That's not good. Yeah, that poison damage took me
Oh.
below 0.
Okay, so you're unconscious. This all happens simultaneously, so that fire damage is not a death save. The Drake, however, also, because I believe it was missed, so it's just in the fire. It would also take 4 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're grappled and restrained. That was at the start of your turn, so you don't need to make a death save now. But basically, your Drake is the only part of your turn that you get to do right now.
All right.
And it is currently,
The
I believe,
Drake-
grabbed to the ground by the burning vines.
That it is. The Drake is going to try and get out of the burning vines.
Okay. Strength athletics. Success.
And then the Drake is going to try and pull me out, but it doesn't have an action to do that, so it's just going to be gnawing on my boot.
Okay. So yeah, it hops over, grabbing your boot because you can't really resist that. That is it's starting to do all that. We'll handle that next turn then. So it's just staying in the fire, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. The vines start their turn in the fire. Hebron, are you?
Yes.
Please roll me 20d4. All right. Good news, Ruffles or Sleuth. You're no longer restrained, as the vine by you has completely burned away from this. Ruffles, your vine is taking a lot of damage, but is still integral enough to hold you. You can also tell that the vines on the ground have been utterly destroyed. No one is grappled by their feet anymore. The area is still on fire. And because of the fact that it's still grappling onto Alandar, it doesn't actually have an action anymore. So in that case, it ends its turn. We go to Alandar.
Mm-hmm.
At the start of your turn. 24 poison and 3
Tickles.
fire. Concentration check on Blink, please.
I was planning on dropping it anyway.
You can drop it at any time. Like it does not.
I know.
Okay. I believe it is, however, you just barely hold on to it. The DC was
27.
12. Is it a 27?
Well, the damage is
it
simultaneous, isn't it?
Yes,
So
it is.
technically, I barely hang on to it.
Yeah, DC's 13.
With 13.
Yeah.
But no, I was reading. I forgot that I was planning on, since I do have So, based on, since I don't really use polymorph, it's kind of more of your play toy thing. If I turn myself into something, it is CR7 or lower, correct? Because we're level 7, so it's based on my player level.
I believe that's true for polymorph. I'm just double checking. Any beast, it has to be a beast, not any creature.
Yep.
CR equal to or less than your level. So yes, if you're level 7, you could be any CR7 beast or lower.
Okay, so in that case, I would like to turn myself into a Quetzalcoatlus. I can't pronounce it.
Quetzalcoatl.
It is a huge flying dinosaur.
Okay. So yeah, you can cast polymorph on yourself, turning into the Quetzalcoatlus.
Yep, that thing.
Yep.
And then I would like to fly away.
Okay, yeah, it does break the grapple and restrain, and you fly up.
Mhm.
And because of flyby, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity when you fly out of its reach.
Uh-huh.
So it
That's why I
can't
picked
just
that.
grab you with the flaming rope and pull you back down.
Yeah. It had the highest fly for beast. So, well, and highest CR that I could get. Anyway, so yeah, I fly away.
How high up do you go? You have a fly speed of 80 as a Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah, I go 80 straight up.
Okay. Yeah, you go 80 straight up, getting a nice view of the jungle to the east and north, the marshy lake to the south. And we'll come back to that after
I
we're out of
suppose
initiative. We're coming to the close.
since I'm the navigator, I'll take in the sights and actually, remember stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I posted a map
that's
of
it
the
for me.
surrounding region. That's about as far as you'd be able to see anyway, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple other things I'll mention, but well, it doesn't matter now. They're far enough away.
Yep. I removed myself from combat with 1 HP. I'm good.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, what can I do?
Yep. Yeah. So you're ending your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm effectively out of combat.
Okay.
This thing doesn't have the HP to fight this thing.
Giuseppe, you are standing in the middle of this conflagration. You take 4 points of fire damage. But it is your turn. Mister, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so it's your turn. At the start of your turn, you're standing in the middle of this giant conflagration. You take 4 points of fire damage.
Ow.
But you can see that the fire is doing a lot of damage to the vines as well. There's only about maybe a sixth of it left on the statue. It is almost
Well,
gone.
then I'm gonna get out of the fire. Then can I do that? Can I get out?
Yeah,
of the
you can
fire?
run away from the fire.
Yeah, I want to run away from the fire.
Okay, yeah, you run out of the fire. You know, you're covered in like soot and smell, and it smells like someone burned a salad. Anything else?
Yeah, that's how I'm. Yeah, no, I'm done. I let the thing burn up in the fire. Yeah, I'm gonna out of the fire. Yeah.
All right, Hebron.
All right. Do we have any party members still in the blaze?
The Drake and River.
All right. I head in to get River.
Okay. Yeah, you can see River. He's on the ground in the middle of this conflagration. The Drake kind of poking at his boot. The vine that was holding him looks to have turned to ash in the conflagration. He's
Yep,
unconscious
I'm gonna-
and bleeding out.
Apply a health potion.
Okay. So you walk up and use your action to apply a health potion. Roll it. You are aware
Is
you
it
are
plus
standing
4
in
or
the
plus
fire doing
2?
this.
Yes. Is it +4 or +2?
I believe it's 2d4 plus 2. All right, River. You wake up on the ground. Everything around you is on fire, and you have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's normal.
All right. Anything else on your turn, Hebron?
No.
All right, River. You start your turn in the middle of this fire. You take 1 point of fire damage. What would you do on your turn? Oh, also, the Drake takes 2 points of fire damage.
Oh, no. Is that tree still alive?
What tree?
The one with, or was it, what's the tree? Whatever we've been fighting.
Vines?
Yeah, that. That's what it was.
Yes. Just
I'm gonna
barely.
shoot the shit out of them.
Okay. Are you going to stand up first or take your shot lying prone?
Standing up would probably be a good idea with the bow.
Usually.
So I will go ahead and do that.
Okay. You stand up. 2 hits. Yeah.
24
Yeah.
and 20.
Okay. Yeah. You shoot the vine twice. The few vines on the statue that were still twitching go still and limp.
And then I would like to get out of the fire.
Okay. You move out of the fire. It's much nicer outside the fire.
I can imagine.
Anything else?
Then I'm going to sick the Drake on the next biggest vines I can find.
Okay. Have the Drake make an attack roll. As it charges in towards the center at the statue and begins tearing at the vines, roll damage.
It is 9 piercing and 5 acid.
Okay. Yeah, use little bits of burning material coming away, both from fire and acid, as he's ripping and tearing. Is that
And
all?
that's going to be it for me.
All right. Well, at the start of the organic turn, I do need a 20d4 for the fire damage. Yeah. So, with the sound, of like air escaping, the fire goes out. Little motes of ash is kind of be picked up by the breeze as the vines have been completely destroyed. The area around this now clean, those soot-covered, clean of vines, but soot-covered statue, and the ground around it is like a 15-foot radius. There's like that sound fuse cord makes, like when it burns into a hole and then goes out, with that little sound.
Mm-hmm.
That is what the vines sound. That's what the vines sound like as they are completely vaporized by the fire. You guys are out of initiative.
Alrighty. I'm gonna step away for a second. I gotta use the restroom.
And okay, so you stepping away, but the rest of you also would be able to. You can also see glinting in the sunlight. Kind of poking through the ash. At the base of the statue is like a glint of something reflective.
I like shiny things. I'll go check it out. And I will pat myself with a cure wounds. That's good enough. Okay. I will go see what is reflecting light in there.
Yeah, hang on. So I did also promise Ruffles a thing because he was up so high.
I go higher.
Okay, so let me show you that. And
I see things.
yeah, so off to the northeast, like following that 100-foot wide stream as it goes up to the hills, you do see what appears to be like a massive chunk of like rock floating in the air above that hill. Hard to see from ground level, but with an aerial perspective, much easier to see.
All right.
Just give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get you an image of it.
No, you're all good. What time of day is it?
Night. It has just fallen.
Okay.
Someone should go help him up. Maybe find his
Huh?
horse too.
He did it to himself.
So this is what you're seeing, floating in the air there.
About how far away?
Well, on the map, you guys are at the red little dot, and you see in the top right of that map I posted, that point of interest on the hill? That's where that is. So from you, that would be 1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's with the giant sky turnip?
It's about 78 miles away. When he flies up above the canopy, he's like 80 feet in the air, right? He's actually got like some of the first aerial perspective you've had of this region. And off to the northeast, about 78 to 80 miles away, floating above a hilltop, is that giant turnip-shaped rock. Hence the updated map with the point of interest marked there.
You know, now that I
Alright.
say it, I think it's less of a turnip and more of a celery root.
Really? You think so? I'd say more of
Oh,
a
yeah.
rutabaga, but whatever.
I'd say radish.
Yeah, I don't think it's bulbous enough to be a radish.
We'll just call it the beehive in the sky. All right. Well, I see no reason for me to shift back because I am a huge creature. So I am going to land by the party and smack my back with my beak.
So it is like the end of the day. There, if you continue
I'm
on,
aware.
you will be making force march checks.
Yes.
Right.
But I can only go for an hour because of the limitation of polymorph. So it'll only be
I'm
one
out.
check.
Right, so
I'll
you,
So,
pull
you
him
but
up.
anyway,
smack his back
we have
with-
something shiny to deal with first, so I'll be waiting.
And he's smacking his
But
back
quickly.
with his beak?
Yeah.
No thanks. I'm not in the mood for any mating rituals.
Like get on. But anyway, something shiny.
So you said you were going to go grab it, River?
No, I'll look at it before I grab it.
Yeah. So
I'm not that impulsive.
yeah, it appears to be a like glass vial there's no like cork, but rather it's got like one of those ones where they melted the top closed and you have to like snap off the top to open it.
Mm.
The liquid inside is red. Though as you're looking at it, it like retracts into like a clear liquid where you've just got like a solid bead of red, which then pulses out and expands to fill the whole thing with red, and then it shrinks back down into like a little red bead floating in there, and it just repeats like that.
What kind of potion does that?
Make an Arcana check.
$13.
You're not sure.
All right, potion of weird pulsing red.
Yeah, you think that because of the fact you can't really reseal it, the best way to figure this out would be like an identify ritual or something, or somebody who's smarter than you who can just identify it by sight.
Mm-hmm. All right, then I will climb on Ilandar's. Is Ilindar a giant bird right now?
Yes,
I'm a giant
he's this
dinosaur.
guy.
Huge, huge dinosaur.
Ah, right. All right. I will climb on the dinosaur bird's back. And the Drake will try to follow, but probably not keep up very well. His fly speed's only 40.
Oh, there was
Yeah, he
one
can-
other thing that you saw. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Mhm.
In the center of the watery part of the Eldani Basin, from the air, there is like a shape under the water. At night, you can't really tell, so there's not a lot of contrast. Like, it'd be a lot easier if it was like noon. But there is definitely something under the water where, like, in the center of the watery part of the Eldani Basin.
A silhouette of some sort that does not look like it matches the terrain.
Correct.
All right. Well, I will note that with my wisdom of 10 and not my int of 2.
Unfortunately, at least right now, I don't have any shiny rocks to throw at it.
Well, it
It's
would
also
be from
really
your
far away.
position. It would be 1, 2, 3. It'd be like 20 miles away from your position. It's a bit far to throw.
I got a sharpshooter. I could make it.
So is everyone grabbing on to the Quetzalcoatlus Express here?
Yes.
Okay. And where are you flying them to? Now that they've completely given control over their position to you, Elander?
Yes. The beehive in the sky. It seemed interesting. We're going that way.
Okay. That's, you know, that, like I said, that's like 78, 80 miles away.
Yes. But 5 speed of 80, I can do it for an hour before I, shift back. Should be able to find somewhere to bed down for the night.
Yeah, you'd get about halfway there.
Yep. Works for me.
Right? Am I doing that math right?
I don't know. That doesn't sound right. 80
Yeah.
miles.
Yeah, no, 80 miles. Hold on, let me do some
80
math real
feet
quick.
per minute. Yeah, 80 feet per round. So
I think I did that math and wrote it down somewhere else. Give me a second to look that up.
$19 miles.
So, I have 12 based on travel pace for based on travel pace, not that. So it assumes that like you're gliding for part of literally like dash dodging the entire time. But we could do 19. That's fine. You will need to
I'll
make
say
a
that's
con
its
save at the end of it.
Yeah, that's its movement speed. And it's not hindered by terrain or anything, so it can just move 80 feet around indefinitely. Other than the check when I reach the nearing the end of the hour when I'm looking for somewhere to sleep.
Sure.
But anyway, so yeah, as we approach the end of the hour, I would start looking for somewhere.
Okay, and so to be clear, you are going northeast towards the floating rock.
Correct.
Okay. Can you give me a
Okay.
navigation check then?
Oh,
you look for a clearing?
sure. Let's see.
Is this something I can
Well,
help
it's
with?
wisdom based, so that's good.
And no, it's not something you can help with.
Yeah. I don't have the intelligence for communication right now. So he is 10 whiz, so I closed the fucking. Does he have anything mod survival or no? I closed it.
No, flat.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so yeah, just a flat. That flat spot looks like a good spot to sleep.
Yep. So you fly down there,
On
land
top
in
of
this
the trees.
clearing. No, it's a clearing. It is a clearing. You said you were
Okay.
looking for a clearing. It isn't that you don't find a clearing. It's just that as you guys are making your camp, you're not quite exactly sure where he dropped you guys in.
Somewhere.
In the forest, obviously.
I mean, I was flying straight towards the rock, so it's not like
Right.
I wasn't out of the way or anything. It's just we're not sure how far we've gone.
Mm-hmm. Your
then
exact
I
position
will-
is unknown.
Yep. Then I will shift back, and then I start getting sleepy. Shucks.
Yeah, your level of exhaustion.
And then I dump. Actually, I will use coupons for that, so I have spell slots. Let's just go with. 4, 5. 5 cure wounds. Hey, that's enough for now. Grand total of 47 HP. Anyway, I'm sleepy.
Okay. So are you not taking a watch then?
No, I'll still take a watch.
All right.
I mean, I'm assuming they were sleeping on my back, and I'd started my watch.
No, you are not comfortable enough to sleep on.
I mean, he's got a fuzzy back.
Those are spines.
Okay. The rocky kind of fuzzy.
I originally thought you were talking about like a Quetzalcoatl, the celestial snake flying thing, not the fucking pterodactyl
Huge
type creature
dinosaur?
named after it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one named after it.
I mean, it worked out.
Thematically appropriate
Anyway.
given the dinosaurs in the region.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys land. You make camp. A Lindar turns back into a Lindar. The night passes without further incident, and in the morning, you have all had a successful long rest in the jungle. The sky's cloudy. There's a nice cooling breeze whipping, from the west. It is, in fact, somewhat nicer today. It's not, in fact, 95 to 100 degrees.
All right. Do we want to stay in camp for the morning and I spend some time identifying?
Yes.
Speaking of, what does this potion do?
All right. I'll start with the potion because that's most recent, and then all the crap that Gilbert has.
Okay.
All the crap that I have? What?
Yeah,
oh,
you have,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
from the timeless dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
You just want me to post it in chat? What it is?
Yeah, that's fine for all of it. I'm just identifying it for them. I'm like a utility tool for them because they're incompetent without me.
Excuse the McChicken fuck out of you?
It is a potion of growth.
Hmm.
That looks like a Hebron thing.
I could polymorph somebody into a mammoth, and then they could drink the potion of growth.
Oh, there's not much to worry about there. After any long rest, I already have plenty of growth.
Giggity.
That's a boner joke.
Peak comedy right here, guys. This is what all the viewers on YouTube come for. Ruffles, to my knowledge, I just have a staff.
I thought you got something else.
Don't think so.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll spend 20 minutes identifying those two things. I thought we had other stuff pending, but oh, that's right. Grim identified stuff in town.
Oh wait, no, I do. You're right about the pending. I have that jar from the bugs.
Yeah.
The jar from the bugs. Which bugs?
Yeah, I believe it was after the first giant centipede. As the pit it came from was flooding, I went down in there and retrieved some kind of jar full of stuff from it.
Ah, yes. So what do you identify first?
Whatever he hands me.
The treasure. Treasure. The staff.
Okay. Oh, it did not like that formatting. Oh boy. Alright, give me a second to fix this. I did not expect it to break the quite so badly.
It's because we tainted the chat with Quetzalcoatl.
I blame Gilbert for invoking Slaneshi humor after Only War Ends.
Okay. It's a somewhat complicated item. The Staff of Stone.
That is extremely handy stuff
Isn't it?
that I should not be taking.
Just be mindful of the charges. It's on a weekly basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm already pimped out with my attunement slots via the runic sword, the ring of protection, and the ring of force resistance.
I mean, I'd benefit from it the most.
All right, in that case, I give it to the Drake.
The Drake does not have any attunement slots used.
I give it to Elendar. And the jar.
Ah, yes. No, I just copied out of it instead of actually. It has 3 doses. Sorry.
That last part makes it pretty handy.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll hold on to that for now.
And I'd like to spend an hour attuning to my new stick.
Oh, so the priest gets the stick?
You want it?
No, I don't need it. It would not work with my build, so no. Ooh, we cast Wall of Stone. That's good. That'll come in handy in points.
Well, shall we continue? Did everybody fall asleep?
No, I'm still here. I was wondering what you guys were going to do.
No, I'm also here. I'm just lower back is just not pleased right now. I'm trying to find a comfortable position.
Put something underneath your legs. Like underneath the front of your legs. So your ass is on your chair and your legs are propped up a little bit. It'll help relieve tension on your lower back.
Like under my feet or under the thigh.
Like under your thighs. Like
Alright.
behind your kneecaps.
I'll
Like
do that in a
it'll
second.
basically pull your hips up and tilt your spine a little bit. I have chronic back pain, so I have a basically like a pillow that's rolled up like a pool noodle essentially underneath my thighs. I don't have back
think
pain because of that.
our last plan was to go investigate that sky turnip.
Yeah. I mean, it's not on the way, but it's not completely the other direction. Like it's in a general eastern direction, so
It's a detour.
yes. A detour.
Then, since my
Holy
Drake has
fuck,
a
Rushels.
fly speed and I can talk to it in Draconic, I can also just have it pop up above the tree canopy, make sure we're at least in the right direction on occasion.
It understands Draconic.
It knows Draconic and I can speak with it.
Oh. Well, I could speak with it too then.
Yeah, damn, Ruffles, you're like on the ball with this. It's like 2 new uses for a bath towel that I previously didn't have.
And the biggest thing is like especially if you have like a stiff back chair, it helps with that because then it changes the angle that you're sitting in. So you're sitting more at where you're actually supposed to be for posture. Like if you lean back and slouch. Like it helps fix posture. You realize I pretty much sit for a living. I'm pretty much always driving a vehicle for work, or when I'm home, I'm either, cutting my lawn, sitting. Um, the only time that I'm not sitting is when I'm in my kitchen cooking, and that's for, an hour at most. Otherwise, I'm mostly on my computer. So I sit a lot.
Alrighty.
But anyway, yeah, with the Drake's guidance, we continue northeast.
All right, I do need a navigation check.
All right. The gods' favor.
Yeah, with the Drake's help, you're pretty able to quickly work out where you are, where the river is, and you start heading straight northeast. Just cutting your way through the jungle, kind of working yourself parallel to that river. But eventually, night falls.
And yeah, if we don't encounter anything, I would like to propose doing the same thing as night begins to fall. I'll polymorph and get it, squeezing our 20 miles out. Everybody on board?
Yep.
Giuseppe, do you climb?
Yeah, sure.
All right. But then, yeah. I'll polymorph into Big Bird and fly for an hour.
Okay. Yeah, you fly for that hour. Begin looking for that clearing. I'll need a survival check then. Yeah, you're able to find a nice clearing. Begin to set down, and as your feet hit the ground, there is a crunching feeling under them. Bones snapping. And when you look down, it looks like, that this was a clearing and also an old battlefield. There are just corpses everywhere. Skeletal bodies. Old, rusted-looking armor of ancient design.
Anything move when I touch the ground?
Just the bones you snapped.
Okay. So it's just creepy. It's not quite dangerous.
Yeah, the bones have not arisen.
All right. Well,
Yet.
I'll with what time I have left in polymorph, I will beat my wings without moving and see if I can get some not bone terrain for us to sit on.
Yeah, as your polymorph is ending, you're able to kind of sweep your wings around, knocking bones and bits of metal and armor all askew as you kind of make like a little nest here.
Excellent. We don't have to sleep on bones.
Yet.
All right. Well, I think we set our watch and go to sleep.
Okay. Just following chat order?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, night falls, you guys all go to sleep. Hebron, you're on second watch. And what's your passive perception?
16.
Okay. And, there's some some clouds begin to roll in. It's not overcast, just some clouds in the night sky. And, a bit of a breeze. And that's when you see some movement off to the north. And it looks like a line of infantry. Like, you're familiar with Roman tactics, right? Like the Testudo formation?
Yes.
Yes. It is a people emerging, ghostly-looking figures with what appears to be leather and bronze armor and arms, marching like as a line across this clearing. Kind of like their line will reach you, within the next couple of minutes.
Oops, or restaurant style?
No, I mean more like this. Across this clearing. Hebron, do you do anything as you see these ghostly figures silently marching closer and closer? Like they don't appear to be encompassing you, more like they're just getting closer and closer because you're in this clearing and they're marching across it.
I will most assuredly be waking my party members from their slumber.
Okay, yeah, you start waking people up. These guys are just silently
With
approaching.
dead
And that's when you start to see this is from the east. From the west, you then begin to see other ghostly figures. These appear to be snake person, like people, humanoid hybrids. And they come looking almost tribal in their garb, come charging out silently and transparently from the jungle towards this formation.
Uh-huh. I'm definitely waking up the party.
Yeah. As you're waking them up, that's when you see the tribal guys emerge. So what do you guys do? You guys are awake. You're in the middle of this clearing, smack dab between these two forces moving towards each other, ghostly. The night is utterly silent, by the way. There is no sound coming from either side.
Do we
off
scamper
the
off, or are we
battlefield.
gonna intervene here?
Just move out of the way. It
Hmm.
appears this is a reenactment based on the scattered remains around us.
Yeah, no, we'll watch.
All right.
So you guys are just kind of moving off to the edge of the clearing between these two guys to watch what happens? Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these, the tribal figures clash into the testudo formation. You can see the flash of spear and short sword. Creatures on both sides. You notice, like, as some of these ghostly figures are killed and slain in this battle, where they fall does seem to coincide with the undisturbed battlefield location of several of the bodies. Like, not the area that you guys messed up, obviously, but it looks like that, some of those skeletons match up with where some of these guys fall.
Quite the battle.
Yeah, and it's going on for 30, 40 minutes. An hour passes. If you guys don't go to sleep, this will interrupt your long rest at this point.
Just
Eh, I'd go to sleep after, if they don't seem to mind us, no sense minding them.
They don't appear to even see you. They are turning towards you. They appear entirely focused on each other. So you go back to sleep, is what you're saying, Galandar?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go on. Hebron, you get to watch this battle as it's going on and on. Eventually you do see like little bits of like motes of light moving through the air above these guys as you realize that one side is slings and the other appears to have basically crossbows that they're using to lob projectiles.
I am recording these events for posterity.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be as accurate as possible in case I ever decide to make these armies into profitable wargame miniatures.
Sure. But then the end of your watch comes. The battle is still going on. Are you trading off to Giuseppe?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to sleep, or are you staying up and just not taking a long rest?
No, I'll take a long rest.
Okay.
As much as I want to stay up and continue to take notes.
So, Giuseppe, yeah, you go on your watch. Other than the fact that there's this utterly silent, ghostly battle occurring in front of you, nothing of note happens. Like, these guys continue to fight. You can see maneuver and counter maneuvers. It does look like that the guys in the testudo formation are winning handedly. Like the tribal figures just are unable to really penetrate their ranks. And they're just slowly pushing their way through the clearing. Not without cost, but, with the sort of like inevitability of a glacier moving forward. Then your watch finishes. River begins his watch. And it's much the same. Right up until like the first light of dawn begins to come over the horizon. And, the testudo formation is almost to the other side of the clearing. When you see a ghostly figure on a winged serpent emerge from the tribal side of the clearing. And as it overflies the middle of the Testudo Formation, silvery, ghostly flames come jutting down onto them, just decimating the center and core of this formation. And the Lizard's Bank, the Testudo Formation is kind of thrown into disarray. They're beginning to have to kind of retreat a bit. The tribal fighters are actually now kind of standing toe to toe with them. It's breaking out into like more individualized type of dueling combat, like you would expect to see in like Greek epics, where it's man versus man instead of formation fighting. And all this time, flame and what you begin to think is like ghostly echoes of spells are raining down from this flying lizard, from this guy on the flying lizard. And as the last remnants of dawn begin to rise, and you begin to see these formations kind of start to fade away in the new dawn. You do catch a bit of like the writing and heraldry that is kind of being like used as like barding on this flying lizard, because it's not quite like a full dragon sized, or it's just a really young dragon. Kind of similar in size to your drake. And then they fade away, leaving undisturbed ground in the clearing. This whole thing had no physical effect. River, give me a history check. Sleuth, you here? Can anyone hear me?
Comms are good for me.
Man.
Okay.
No,
And you guys heard that
I
whole
can
thing
hear
with
you.
the guy in the flying lizard breaking the Testudo up and all that?
I did.
Okay. Just make sure I didn't cut out throughout that whole monologue.
No, I think
No.
Sleuth just fell asleep.
God damn it. Sleuth, are you awake?
Wake up!
Waterboard his ass.
Getting there. I think I'm gonna call tonight.
Before you do, give me a history check if you would, since your guy was the one that was awake for the battle part that matters.
About to say rat bastard blue balling me by leaving before he makes his roll.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Fine.
it's just some like fancy heraldry, you don't really recognize it. But obviously the leader. And yeah,
Mm,
dawn comes. Morning happens. You guys have all had a long rest.
Good for her. And congratulations to whoever Dawn was with.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't actually get to see the end of the battle because they actually fight through the dawn, and so you don't actually know who wins.
It was a little earlier than I thought. Have fun and good night.
Have a good night, Sleuth.
Have a good night.
So yeah, you've all had a successful long rest. You even got like a silent movie during it.
Lindar is noting down the location of this place for future profit.
Okay.
Get your tickets. Silent movie.
No filming, no flash photography. Rules enforced by sharpshooter.
Yeah, see, not all the random events that occur in this godforsaken jungle are hostile to you.
All right. Well,
It's always nice
let's.
to see bits of a region's history.
I was gonna say I will for the the non-tribal, the other soldiers, the ones that were in the formation, look for a couple of their remains and see if I can piece together a sigil or iconography of some sort to figure out who they might have been.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. I will warn you, it is a very, very hard check because this is like a Bronze Age battle that has been exposed to the elements for a long time.
Hey, soldier boy, tell me.
What?
Could you maybe scrape together an iconography? You will be far better at investigating than I will be, especially when it comes to a battlefield.
Actually, under. W- Would that 7th level battle master feature I have be any assistance in this?
What feature is that? Sorry, I'm not that familiar with Battlemaster.
So it's the one that, like, in function, just lets me stare at a dude and figure out some basic like stat details. But would that kind of insight into like martial tactics and philosophies assist in this process?
Yes. I would say it would help. What I'm going to tell you is you still need to make your investigation check. There's no advantage from this, but you are guaranteed some information.
Well, plus he was awake for the beginning of the battle too, so he would have been able to see the soldiers, even in their ghostly form, in better condition than the corpses.
Right, which does help as you begin prowling over this clearing. This clearing has a lot of dead people in it, and most of it very heavily decayed. You think it's going to take you probably half a day just to kind of do a quick go over to see what's going to happen, like to see if you could find anything remaining of any note. What your battle master, so before you spend that time, what your battle master feature would tell you is the Testudo formation and the way that they were kind of fighting is known because of ancient manuals and stuff that you have found from the time of the 28. That is how their non-magical ground forces, when they were used, that's how they fought. Because of the existence of magic, there were basically two schools of thought. You either had everybody very heavily turtled up, close together in a way that you just had a blade of shield and eventually a blade of people, or you have everyone very, very loose. Think how the tribal guys are swarming out of the trees. Those are the two natural ways of fighting when you don't have magic on your side and you're facing guys that might have magic. So the 28 tended to go for the heavily armed, our non-magical troops are they treated them as if they were expendable, because to their mind they were. So their idea was, we'll drown them in people and we'll just make our formation of a blade of armor of people.
Ah, the Russian tactic.
I'm less inspired by Russian tactics and more by North Korean tactics during the Korean War, bonsai charges and the like.
Ah, okay.
More people.
So not so much throw people at the problem until not so much throw people at the problem. It's literally throw people at the problem.
Yes. Except imagine that you're doing that in full plate with a big heavy tower shield that you're holding out in front of you, and the guy behind you has his tower shield up above you to shield you from projectiles, and that way if you fall, his tower shield just comes right back down and the front of that formation is essentially undisturbed.
Oh, plus it has the benefit of, by maintaining good formations, if the spellcaster groups keep each other busy, your infantry formation is going to get less fucked by their non-magic cavalry and their non-magic infantry.
Yeah. The downside is you are more susceptible to things like fireball AoEs.
Or make sure all your guys have field master.
Or as like what you know, River would have been able to tell you, flame breath attacks.
Get Shield Master. Be like Hebron.
Well, yeah, like the officer was probably skilled enough to have something like that. But the mooks to his left and right, not so much. So yeah, it just cored the center of that formation. That was it doesn't matter. So it's a little bit of an aside. In that battle, the city of 28 that was fighting there, they had a bit of an intelligence failure. They didn't know that guy, that Dragon Rider, was there. So they didn't bring any support to deal with him.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. Yeah, they lost that battle.
Didn't we play Jigsaw Puzzle for half a day?
That's if you want to. With the 17, you think you might be able to find something. Like you might be able to figure out, some basic iconography, but it's going to take you half a day of piecing this clearing together.
Worth it.
Okay. So yeah, you begin piecing it together. And eventually you're able to kind of put together not an entire shield, but like enough of it that you're able to get the sense of what the iconography on the front of the image was. You couldn't really make it out when it was translucent because it's somewhat simple. Similar to like the Romans, it was a basic bicolor design, so it kind of blended in. You can't really tell what the original colors were, but you can definitely tell that once again that this appears to be ignoring like the mechanical bits of it, so like the brass boss in the middle to help support the hand. It's a lozenge with an X overlaid on it, similar to what you saw on those carved statues by the lake.
Hmm. Well, what was the scale of this battle? Like, how many participants?
Let's see. So it'd be about that. This battle probably, at least based on what you're seeing in the clearing, looked like it was about 20,000 people, 10,000 to a side. Like this was not a minor battle. The ground is covered in bones, and it's a clearing. So you could. This was a not insubstantial force here. Now, not all 20,000 died. I'm telling you this because with a 17 investigation, you'd be able to estimate the size of the force based on what you saw and what you're seeing here.
And then there's a question I gotta ask. This is not related to the battle itself, but how arable is the land in this basin?
Well, it's jungle, so it is fairly arable if you were to clear it.
But no trees have taken root since this battle.
Would appear not.
Hmm.
In fact, when you're looking around, you are kind of struck that other than some like grassy remnants, yeah, there isn't really anything growing here.
I know an element that strikes me definitely as weird. You said the Yuan-ti came from the west or the east?
They came from the relative east. So this would be southeast, and then the Testudo Formation came from the northwest.
Hmm. And we are near the muddy part of the basin.
You're definitely in a lower area, heading uphill.
All right.
Like the Aldani Basin is probably one of the lowest points in the jungle, right? That's why there's the standing water lake there. It's because it's actually like that water is the what do you call it? The line in the rock where it is. Shit, I can't think of what they call it. Like where you need to dig a well down to reach. There's a term for that. But anyway, geologically, that's where the water line is. So the reason why the lake is there is because the ground kind of dips down below the water line there. And so you have, a collection of water that just never goes away. And then it's also being fed by these streams, which are kind of pouring down into it from the hills and mountains to the east.
And then the city we're looking for is estimated to be in that red highlighted area?
That is where Valindra told you she thought it was. Somewhere in there, yes, to the southeast of you, across the hills.
And this city would have been part of the Union of 28, yeah?
That is what she heavily implied, yes.
I know the cities were flying. Were they particularly mobile?
Unknown. Unfortunately, no one has found like an intact city like flight structure or arcane sigil. So you don't know how mobile these cities could be. From the reports, they do seem to report cities in the same older historical manuscripts always kind of refer to cities in the same regions. So you don't think that if they could move, they didn't usually. But you are correct in that it is a logical deduction that if a city can fly, it can move.
And then we got this dragon rider, I assume with a Yuan-ti on its back, given its alignment with them.
Yes, it was a Yuan-ti, though River was unable to give you a complete enough description of the heraldry to really be able to identify him.
Right. I mean, damn, that had to fucked up to miss the fact that there was a dragon this close, relatively speaking, to one of their flying cities.
Yes. You don't recall ever reading about any, large battles that went badly, like that badly, and you would expect there to be records of a battle that goes this badly here. But you do know that a lot, records are incomplete. There's large sections and swaths even of history that are just unknown because of the crash.
And frankly, given how the area is controlled by the Yuan-ti, what did the state of the Union's army look like? Like, did they look like they were fully properly equipped, or like their supply lines might have been a little more fucky-wucky than they otherwise would have preferred?
From what you saw, it was a fairly typical deployment of their troops. It didn't look particularly stressed. They didn't also look to have anything particularly special about them.
All right.
You would know, just as general knowledge, that magic users are significantly more, high-level magic users are significantly more rare than fighting men. So it would not surprise you if every deployment of their force didn't have magic users with them, right? Those are, most battles occurred between non-magical forces.
With the occasional high-level wizard battle forming the apocalyptic, battles of Stalingrad for them.
Or the reverse, yes. Like sieges almost always had magical support on both sides, for obvious reasons. But field battles like this, they were much less common. Not unheard of, because they are a massive force multiplier, but because of their relative rarity, you don't usually need them.
All right. Eberron's gonna add this stuff to his note taking. Along with a couple of potential hypotheses and variable conclusions. Hmm. I am going to leave a note on these notes that this actually might have been near the collapse, given the fact that they were able to have an intelligence failure, lose an army like that, and then still also lose the entire region close to one of their cities to the Yuan-Ti, given that they still own this land. I mean, how prone to annihilating their enemies was the Union of 28?
Oh, they were fucking genocidal. If they decided you needed to die, they killed you. They killed everyone involved.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I think this lends some credence to that. If the Yuan-Ti are still alive and still own this area like they seem to, either the Union of 28 was not able to complete their genocide, or not really that potentially. Okay. Good to know. I shall add these musings to the notes.
Yeah.
Eberron's going to get some use.
And the site also makes a lot of sense to you for a battle like this. Because you know that big stream that feeds into the watery part of the Aldani Basin is only like 3 miles to the northwest of you. So if this area was, say, originally tribal lands held by the Yuan-Ti, and the Yuan-Ti were hoping that the river would stop them because it might stop rival tribes from crossing it. And it took them that long to get together enough force to, oppose them after 3 miles of marching. They just forded the river or something. All of that would be typical for what you would have expected in a situation like this.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So that satiates my questions for the time being.
Excellent. But it is, noon in here. Are you guys gonna camp another night in the battlefield or head out?
I mean, if you want to do note taking, it would appear the battle might reoccur tonight. Makes no difference to me. An extra day is nothing.
Yeah. Well, we can spend another one if possible. I'd like to shift Eberron's day night a little bit to be able to stay up to the later end of the fight.
Okay, sure.
Do some day napping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you guys lounge around.
Why would they have been marching at night?
Oh well, I think it's more of the replay is happening at night.
Okay, that would make more sense.
Yeah, the biggest thing for you to pay attention for is the highlighting on the ghosts. If there is no real bright highlighting on the upper parts, then it was maybe a night conflict. Otherwise, yeah, it's probably just it's getting replayed at night. Because even a full moon wouldn't really highlight the tops of armor like a sun would. So that'll be up to you to decipher. But yeah, well, yeah, he spends his day doing that. I will, I'll just spend a day writing a scroll.
Okay. Giuseppe, you guys are basically taking the day of downtime to examine this battlefield more. Is there anything you'd like to do for the day?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, the day passes, you shift it, and yeah, the battle replays itself at night. And from what you can tell, it is exactly the same battle being played out exactly the same way. And Hebron, why don't you go ahead? And as you're looking at this, you do see that the forces do appear to just be uniformly colored, like there's no highlighting or anything on them. And when you do see the Dragon Rider, and you get a glimpse of the heraldry, why don't you go ahead and give me a history check? So, yeah, you realize that the heraldry for these guys it's not like a coat of arms like you would expect in a feudal system. It's more like a tribal means of writing like your name on something. Declaring like what clan you're from. Are you familiar with Abyssal?
Like the orcs.
Yes, like the orcs.
I am not familiar with Abyssal.
Okay. Because you would know that looking at this, that this does seem to translate into Abyssal more than common.
Alrighty. I'll take note of that and then share it with the party members who speak Abyssal in the morning.
Okay. Yeah. Morning comes, another long rest. Any of you guys speak Abyssal?
Nope, I got Celestial.
Mr. Does Giuseppe speak Abyssal?
I do not.
Damn.
I speak Infernal, but not Abyssal.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you would definitely be able to tell that it is definitely Abyssal, what the heraldry was kind of showing. Well, you can keep it in your notes, and if you find a way to translate it, you'll be able to read it. But until then, it's unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Problem with tribal languages is there's no, like, you don't have like a real quick reference book like you do for old versions of Common.
Ah, yes. The various kinds of common. Classical common,
Ecclesiastical,
ecclesiastical common,
scholarly common,
street common,
Uncommon
merchant common,
undercommon.
probably whatever kind of common, like the Robin version of the French use.
Overcommon. Leftist common.
Well, that's just common turn.
Then there's undercommon.
Not to be confused with undercommon.
Or uncommon.
All right. So.
Just.
It's a D&D game. We're always Billy.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are continuing on then towards the floating rock in the sky?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
navigation check, if you would.
I just. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Walkie, walkie, walkie,
Ah.
walkie, 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 walkie.
Wait, do you do the walkie? Do I do the walkie?
Walkie, 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 walkie. No, I do the walkie.
Oh, you do?
I was literally walking.
Oh,
I had just gotten up because I wasn't sure where you were going with the whole digging into the lore as you so happily like to do, and I have no issue with you doing. So I was partaking in a cigarette, and then all of a sudden, navigation check. Fuck!
You see, my spy satellite told me that you had just stepped out for that cigarette break. So, all right, time to bring it back.
14.
All right. So yeah, you're able to follow it as you eventually do find the river again and start following it up the hill. And eventually, you guys find yourself at the base of this tall hill. The trees aren't quite so thick here due to the hilly nature of it, and you can see floating above the crest, some 200 feet in the air, a massive chunk of earth and rock that drifts over the hill. You can see that a petrified tree towers above the stony bit that it contains, and that its roots kind of protrude from the bottom, like it had been grabbed from the ground and just hoisted into the air. Between the shape of the rock and the branching of the tree limbs, it almost gives the impression that this is like a gigantic stone heart hanging in the sky. An impression only made more gruesome by what you can clearly see are red droplets of liquid dripping down onto the hill and forming little bloody red rivulets in the ground.
Well, I'll use the expensive wild shape and transition up there.
So what are you wild shaping into?
Polymorphing into a Quetzalcoatl.
Ah.
Well, that
Are you taking the whole party up
flying
there?
dinosaur. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you float up there. And you can clearly see that there is like a stony staircase running from like the top plateau with this petrified tree that runs along the side down to what looks to be a cave opening. As you get close towards the top, and the cave opening and the stairs being too narrow for your gigantic form to really safely land on, a whole bunch of bats starts flying out the top of this broken tree. Harmless, but spooky.
I do a barrel roll.
All right, Hebron and Giuseppe need to make strength saving throws then to hold on as you suddenly roll over on them in the air.
Do a barrel roll.
Not right now!
200 feet above the jungle below.
My dice.
Well, Giuseppe hangs on, but you hear this there's a Wilhelm scream coming from Hebron.
I'll dive and catch him.
Okay, yeah, 200 feet. Yeah, okay, sure. You can dive down, you catch him.
Well, it also has a dive mechanic, which amplifies attack, so it already has an instinctual dive ability.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yep, grab him, fly back up. Chuckling dinosaur.
Chuckles
and then,
Chuckles and Dash. I'm guessing that's just like the beak just kind of clacking open and closed.
Clack, 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 clack. Is there anywhere large enough for me to land?
Yeah, on the top next to this petrified tree. And then along the side of the heart is like a small stone staircase going down to the cave opening, which is halfway down.
Okay. Yeah, fly up to the top. What's the ground like up here? Since the roots were bleeding, is it wet and
The ground is actually somewhat dry and tough. Like
Okay,
it's
so
like
it's not boat
rocky
nectar.
soil.
So it's not boat nectar. Got it. Would you believe it's boat nectar?
I don't know what that is.
Llamas with hats. It's a lovely elderly couple from B2.
Nope.
They were stealing all the crescent rolls.
Anyway,
Carl, why is the boat all red and sticky?
yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? Wow. Anyway, yeah, we'll land. Get everybody dismounted. Shift off.
Yeah, like just a reminder. This is like what it looks like when you're landing on the top. You got that staircase that kind of wraps down to a cave.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Someone showed me some of those. Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4 are like where it was like the OG, and then they just went fucking crazy. And there's like if you watch the one that's like
I've
18 minutes
only seen like
long,
1
yeah,
and 2. I have not seen
yeah.
a bunch. Of them.
There's like
Anyway.
a bunch of them. Anyway, but yeah, that's I regularly quote. Anyway, well, we're here. Let's see if anybody's home. What time of day is it?
This would be towards the end of the day. The sun is, not quite about to set, but you've got maybe an hour before sunfall.
All right. Do you want to do an initial probe and then long rest and check it out next session?
Yeah, probably a good
We got
idea.
a little time to kill and a little time to kill, so. Yeah, let's wander down the stairs.
Okay. And you're just
Likely getting
looking
a
inside the
description.
cave.
Yeah,
Everyone's on point.
yes. Reveal its secrets to me as I plumb through the entrance of the cave.
All right, yeah, you go down the stairs to a narrow landing. The cave ahead of you is musty, though dimly lit by daylight, filtering down through the hollow, petrified tree trunk 20 feet above. A pool of dirty rainwater occupies a central 20 feet of the floor, between natural pillars formed from the roots of the petrified tree. 3 tall bookcases stand against the wall to the right of the cave entrance, and a desk with several wooden crates stand against the left wall. Opposite the entrance are 2 open doorways into smaller chambers, and in between them, a large, empty iron cage.
Did you say bookshelves?
I did.
That's my fetish. I must check out the bookshelves.
Okay. So you just walk in there, plain as can be, over to the bookshelves. And as you're, looking over them, they appear to be filled with books, scrolls, tablets, and maps, just sort of like stuck in there every which way. There's no apparent organization to them. You can very clearly see that from the titles and the spines and what they are, that they cover a plethora of topics from history, geography, culture, and natural philosophy. They all also appear to be fairly old. And I think that is where we will call it this evening.
Under.
those books are going to end up in the book sack.
I'm sure they are.